Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be looking at what will happen the next time you see them. So there are three groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Celestite, along with this group of cards. Group 2 is the Citrine, along with this group of cards. And group 3 is the Amethyst, along with this group of cards. So if you want to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps for each group in the description box of the video if you would like to jump ahead. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Celestite. So let's take a look at these cards and see what will happen the next time you see them. So we have love, embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. Spring equinox, rebirth. Shock of the new. Justice. Temperance. Knight of Cups. And Six of Pentacles. So just very quickly, in terms of signs, with the Justice card, we have Libra energy, Temperance is Sagittarius, the Suit of Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, and the Pentacles are Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So this definitely feels like a very joyous reunion with somebody, with the shock of the new here. And there's this kind of these speakers and almost this musical scene over here to the side. This feels like this will be music to your ears to hear from this person, kind of in conjunction with these sunflowers here, that what they have to say to you is going to be very happy. It's going to be a relief and a joy to hear from this person. That's also really supported with this embracing enthusiasm. Somebody that you've been at a distance from, that you've really been missing, maybe somebody that you thought you would never hear from again. You would kind of just chalk this connection up to being over and done with. Maybe you'd been in a place of kind of resolution within yourself to never getting true closure, never getting an apology, never seeing this person again, never hearing from this person again. And you've worked within yourself to just kind of move forward, to learn to live with that sense of unknowing, that sense of almost an unfinished symphony between the both of you. But when you see this person next, it's going to cause a lot of joy with both of you. I'm feeling with this on this spring equinox card here with this this rabbit or this hare down here at the bottom of the card. This could be very spontaneous. You could just run into this person somewhere out and about, very unplanned. A lot of serendipity associated with encountering this person. With both the Justice and the Temperance card, this also speaks to some conversation that occurs, or even just the energy and the general sense of when you encounter this person. Maybe you left things on a sour note with them. You haven't really been sure if they've been open and receptive to you, if they've maybe thought about some ultimatum that you gave them, if they had even, if they were still thinking about you, perhaps after a long time. And this kind of sense of doubt and wonder and just unknowing within you when you see this person next. And I feel almost the way in which they approach you, when the way they almost light up from within with this, enthusiasm. It'll be very apparent, very obvious that they are happy to see you, that this is a joyous occasion, a momentous occasion for them. And just in those initial few moments, it's almost going to be shocking, I feel, as well, both seeing them and then seeing the response in them to encountering you. And it's going to do a lot to really balance out, to provide some clarity for you, even before the both of you start speaking to one another. But just the way that this person lights up when they see you, and then almost kind of quickly makes their way towards you to speak with the Six of Pentacles, to really, offer some communication, leading into perhaps offering an apology or extending this interest in maybe starting again, seeing if you can rebuild a friendship between the both of you first, if you can perhaps work your way up to a budding romance with this love card here. All of that combined, it's going to do a lot to quell some fears that you've been living with, to provide some answers and some clarity to some doubt that you may have had. With this Knight of Cups here in conjunction with this card of love, this is really talking about, again, just this very high vibration in terms of the interaction between the both of you that provides a lot of answers, a lot of clarity. It's something which really restores and renews your hope as well, with this energy of rebirth here in the spring equinox, about the potential of moving forward, moving into reconciliation with this person, starting again, to really, with all these butterflies here on this card, to really transform the energy between you, transform the dynamic, move out of this space of kind of unknowing and silence into the direction of new beginnings, into the energy of rebirth, into the energy of maybe building something a lot more solid and stable than what you had with this person before. This feels like this could be a long time since you had last seen this person or last spoken to this person. It feels like almost with this energy here in this love card, and she's kind of sitting on this cliffside, sort of, playing this instrument, this lute. It almost looks like, just kind of sending these loving thoughts, almost even a song of lament, out into the universe. Something you may have really sat with for a while. You may have gone through this process of transmuting that pain into beauty in whichever way is possible for you, maybe through some kind of artistic endeavor, through a deep journey of healing, of self-awareness, of growth, of self-love. You've come to a place where you've learned to live with that doubt, with that uncertainty, with kind of the note that you both left things on, and you've learned to kind of make the best of this situation. But there's almost an energy here, a forlorn energy, where you're kind of at this place of beyond hope of ever hearing from this person again, and just learning to sort of make the best out of that. Make a symphony, turn these tears into a symphony of joy, kind of expressing that in whatever way possible. Gratitude for having ever encountered this person, for the journey of deep healing and self-love that they have really kind of triggered you into. And so to have this very chance, unexpected meeting with this person, and to really see and feel in a very palpable way, that they are very happy to see you, that this is not the energy of somebody who sees you and runs in the other direction. This is someone who sees you from afar and runs towards you. That this is something, again, your heart is going to just sing with joy. This is going to feel, it's going to feel so good and so uplifting. And it's almost going to be something that, just in those initial moments, it's going to kind of soothe any of that residual hurt that you've been holding on to, that pain that you've learned to live with. It's going to help you to look at the situation and what is possible in a whole new way. Any kind of internal kind of chaos and turmoil within you, and with this dove here, is going to be kind of shifting in the direction of peace. Anything that was left unspoken with this person, this definitely feels like an opportunity with this Knight of Cups here to reveal some deep emotional truths on both your part. This feels like an exchange where you'll be talking about and really addressing some of the difficulties that you may have experienced with each other before, and just really have a chance to kind of talk through that, listen to each other, hear each other out, the perspective, the motivation, what was learned in the period of separation with each other, how you both have grown and really stepped into kind of new and improved versions of yourselves, how you have really taken the experience with each other in the past and transmuted that into some form of wisdom that has better equipped you on your journey going forward to be a more compassionate person, to be more tender with yourself first and foremost, to learn to self-soothe and to heal. This definitely feels like both of you have been on some kind of an internal journey here, kind of tending the garden of the soul. And kind of the meeting with this person, it happens in a very, I feel, serendipitous way, but at the same time, it is definitely in accordance with divine timing. The season is here for it, for this renewal, this rebirth. You both have come out of kind of a winter phase in the connection in your life, where some seeds of experience that were sown have had time to kind of gestate in that dark, in that silence, and are now bursting forth. It's because of this elevation in both of your vibrations that the universe is really aligning you in such a serendipitous manner. And you both, it feels like you are both, you've done so much healing and growth within yourself that you are better equipped to appreciate the connection with each other. You are better equipped to express your needs, to respond to each other's needs. Some communication skills as well may have been improved in one or both of you with this sword here, the sword of truth. And there's a generosity here with the Six of Pentacles, where love may have been withheld in the past, or it may have been kind of distorted in its projection, or kind of lacking. There's a deep appreciation here for this relationship, for what you both mean to each other, the significance of each other in one another's lives. And so when there is this opportunity that is presented to really have another chance, another go around, to try again, this is something where if this person had been a little bit hesitant, kind of emotionally aloof or emotionally reserved in the past, you're going to notice a marked change in this person, where they are eager to give. They are more open with their emotions. They are almost cherishing the connection in a way. They've learned to value the connection in a way that they may have, it may not have been apparent to them before. So again, this can all tie into almost this wish fulfillment, kind of hearing and experiencing from this person what you had really hoped would happen eventually. And this is something where, this doesn't necessarily need to immediately lead back into a romantic connection. This definitely feels like the energy of two very good friends excited to see each other again after a long period of time. So this definitely feels like something with this Pentacles energy here, where you're going to start slowly and kind of rebuilding the foundation of friendship between the both of you, getting to know each other again, getting to know each other at a deeper level than you may have known each other previously, or than was possible previously, kind of uncovering all of the sort of layers of each other, really learning to appreciate one another. And that by doing that, it is leading to this transformation of the relationship in general between the both of you, to where if you choose to then unfold some of the layers of romance, to explore that, to pursue that with one another, you have then successfully built a firm foundation of respect and knowing and admiration for each other in some of those core ways of friendship, and really valuing each other as human beings in your very unique and luminous authenticity. And so that deep appreciation, again, is kind of the foundation for building perhaps a more successful opportunity at love than you had experienced in the past with this person. I'm also drawn with both this scene here with the keyboard and kind of the speakers, as well as, you know, this lute that this woman is playing here. You could meet this person at maybe like a concert, some kind of music venue. So that could be significant as well. Some kind of like a festival even. And this could represent, you know, where you're there having a good time, you're just living your life, you're enjoying yourself, and all of a sudden, almost, you know, popping out of the crowd very spontaneously is this person. You're running into them in a very unexpected manner. And it's something where, you know, the joy and enthusiasm that you both experience, it really mirrors kind of the general vibe of the scenery. It feels like a very high vibe, very uplifting environment, a lot of enthusiasm around you, people having a good time, people enjoying themselves, getting out maybe in the springtime or in the early summer months for the first time, you know, after kind of being indoors for the winter. This is a timeless reading. This can, you know, apply whenever you are watching this. So that doesn't necessarily have to be a theme, but it's definitely can be something where you're getting out for the first time in a while, or maybe you've accepted an invitation from friends to go to a concert, some kind of a gathering, something where music is involved, even a wedding that's coming through, something of that nature. And again, just kind of running into this person very unexpectedly, and it being a very joyous occasion that kind of mirrors the energy of whatever else is going on around you in that scene. And kind of these initial moments, those initial kind of instances of reconnecting energetically and kind of reintroducing one another into each other's lives. This definitely then is leading into, this feels like just the beginning stages of kind of subsequent get-togethers with this person. Like you make plans to meet up later, you exchange phone numbers, you make a date, you make a plan to go grab coffee or grab something to eat after whatever this kind of community setting is, to really have some quiet time with one another, to exchange ideas, to spend some time together, to get to know each other. Definitely, you know, seeds are well planted during this encounter with this person that sparks their interest in wanting to pursue this further, on wanting to spend more time with you. This isn't just a, hi, how's it going? Really good to see you. And then off you both go into your own lives. This feels like just the beginning, just the first little stepping stone on a path of progress toward building a solid foundation with each other and moving in the direction of perhaps rekindling a romance with one another. So I'm going to get a few messages from this person's higher self for you, group one. What do they want to say? All right, and they say, I've been sending you messages in the 5D. So if you've been thinking about this person a lot, dreaming about this person a lot, maybe seeing their name a lot, or people that look like them, these can all be confirmations that you've been heavily on this person's mind. And it almost feels that the degree of thought that they are giving to maybe curiosity about what happened to you, this desire to, you know, see you again, hoping that they might run into you again. There's a little bit of kind of like the law of attraction or manifestation that is happening here, where this person has been in this process of curiosity and kind of desiring another opportunity with you, and the efforts they've been putting into themselves to really heal and kind of elevate from wherever they were vibrating at when you were previously dealing with them, coupled with, you know, these thoughts and this desire for, you know, the chance to speak to you again, the chance to, you know, be in your presence again, to really maybe offer some kind of an apology, or to provide some clarity, to really kind of pick up where you left off, even if you're, you know, if nothing really bad or negative happened, but just kind of life took you both in different directions. This feels like someone who's kind of always been thinking about whatever happened to so-and-so, whatever happened to this person, wondering kind of where you are in life, and all of this thought coupled with the work they've done on themselves, this has really kind of been the recipe for orchestrating this sort of serendipitous meeting. They've put this intention out there, and the universe has really responded by kind of coordinating just the right time and place for the both of you to really connect, or reconnect rather. All right, and they say, I do think about the future, and when I do, I think about you in it. So confirmation again of this person really thinking about you, thinking about, you know, whatever happened to you, wanting another chance with you, desiring the opportunity to speak to you again, to perhaps say some things that they had withheld in the past. And they also say, I've looked into tarot readings. So this person could be watching tarot readings online, trying to kind of get a feel for where you're at, maybe get some messages or confirmations in that sense. This person could have even gotten a tarot reading about you. Maybe they themselves have picked up a tarot deck and have just really been trying to get some guidance, some clues about where you're at in your life, some clues as far as, you know, if they should make more effort to kind of reach out and find you, or if they should be leaving this all up to divine timing, kind of putting that intention out there and trusting that at the right time and in the right place, the circumstances will manifest. All right, and they also say, I really hate not communicating as much as I want to. So another confirmation there that you're heavily on this person's mind. They have a lot to say. They're going to be very excited when that door of opportunity is open to them to speak to you. This is going to be somebody who almost, I feel, sees you from across the room through a crowd and very quickly makes their way to you, seizes this opportunity enthusiastically. A lot to say, a lot of things they maybe feel they should have said before but didn't, a lot of things that have become clear to this person, maybe in the separation and the silence. It's become clear what you mean to them, how they, you know, perhaps undervalued the connection or didn't give as much as they could have to the connection in the past. There's a deep desire within them for a rebirth. And so when this opportunity presents itself, it's going to be something it feels it is a long time coming for both of you. And the exchange is going to be very positive and definitely just a first step leading to a lot more between the both of you. So I'm going to close this reading for you, group one, with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it can spell something out. All right, so we have R, F, N, C, S, P, U, T, J, and Z. So those are your messages, group one. I hope they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the video. If you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 2. You chose the Citrine. So let's take a look at these cards and see what will happen the next time you see them. We have Thought, Desert Passage, Trust There's a Divine Plan, Stone People, Vigilance, Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch, Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, and Two of Pentacles. So just right away, in terms of signs with the Suit of Cups, we have water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, and the Magician is Gemini. So I'm getting here that when you see this person next, you're going to be a little on guard. There's going to be some hesitation. Maybe you've gone through a couple different cycles with this person, back and forth, some runner-chaser energy here. With the yin-yang symbols here on this Two of Pentacles, that can indicate that this is a twin flame that is coming back into your life. So somebody that you've been in a period of no contact with, of separation from, and you may be at a point of perhaps where you took this person back with open arms, and it didn't really work out for the best, and you kind of went round and round with this person where they'd come close, you'd get together, make up, only for them to kind of run or distance themselves, to ghost you again, to kind of move away from the connection. You go through some pain and some loss with the Five of Cups, only to have this person come back around, make an offer of love again with this Ace of Pentacles, and kind of take them back, and round you both have been going with this this Two of Pentacles here. And something is really has shifted within you, maybe since the last time that you were dealing with this person, where you've become aware of this cycle, kind of some toxicity there, some codependency that might have been going on, and so you've been doing some work within yourself to really kind of break the habit, break this pattern, which may exist also in other relationships in your life. You may have been doing a really good job of setting some boundaries, of asserting yourself, taking back your power from situations, including even something energetically that you've been doing with this person, maybe some kind of cord cutting meditations or exercises, really praying for guidance, for assistance in this. I'm getting strongly the energy of Archangel Michael with his fiery sword. Maybe you've called upon him to really help to kind of cut away any tendencies within yourself to kind of get into codependent situations, maybe with this person specifically, or just in other areas of your life in general. You've really sought to free yourself from that. You've really sought to protect yourself from that. You've worked on some discernment as well, kind of looking beyond words that are delivered and focusing on the energy that you're feeling, the actions that are displayed, being a little more deliberate with this thought card, really thinking back on experiences of the past and seeing patterns, identifying patterns, learning from that, so that when this person kind of comes back around, you're a little less eager to let them in than you were before. This is something where, with the softly reference here, where you're a little more hesitant, you're a little more guarded, you're not willing to open your heart so immediately to this person. The work that you've done on yourself to again sever these cycles, end these cycles. It's something where I feel with this Magician, you've done a really good job in a lot of other ways in your life, and this almost feels to be a test, or some kind of an opportunity to really elevate to the next level within yourself as it pertains to this connection with this person and romance in general. So it's almost like this person comes back in, I feel, singing a very similar song to what they had presented before. And you're really faced then with this task, with this opportunity to end this cycle, to cut that cycle, to set some firmer boundaries, to exercise a little more discernment before just opening your heart back into this person. Instead of going round and round in that same cycle, you have this opportunity here. And I feel that because of the work you've done in yourself, you're very successful in that, where there's some kind of pause. There's almost, because here we have these two, these stars, these pentacles here, but there's a separation between them. It's not like on these other two cards where you've got this infinity symbol above the magician, and then obviously with the Two of Pentacles, you've got this, infinity symbol, and it's kind of this connection to cycles, to patterns. But it's something where you're breaking that. You're breaking that apart. And so this meeting with this person, the next time you see this person, it's something that you accomplish for yourself. This can also be the opportunity for this person to then engage in their own kind of process of evaluation with this energy of trust that there's a divine plan, and then this reference to desert, when they come in expecting that you will just be receptive and open, and there'll be, all these emotions that you're giving freely to this person, and instead it's kind of closed off, it's barren, it's desolate. There's not the same kind of the warm and lush welcome that you once gave them. If they want to, achieve that, they're going to have to do some work. They're going to have to traverse a landscape. They're going to have to bring something pretty significant. Your heart, as far as they are concerned, is now at a distance from them. It's not just there and waiting. So effort is going to have to be put in terms of changed behavior within this person. So this can be a literal ultimatum that you present to them, or just a general sense that they pick up from your energy with this stone people here of almost like you have hardened your heart in a way to them, not in the sense of being callous, but in the sense of really knowing your worth, really having reclaimed your power and established some boundaries within yourself. You're not as accessible as you once were. The same tactics and methods they utilized before will not work this time around or going forward. And so part of that energy of the divine plan is you are now presenting this person with the opportunity, the roadmap, to do some healing within themselves, to work on some wounds within themselves that may have caused them to treat people in the way of almost this kind of back and forth energy, kind of coming in and then almost becoming fearful of intimacy and then kind of pulling back or running away. At the extreme, for some people, this could even be almost like kind of a narcissistic tendency within this person, which, they may or may not have any kind of self-reflection about that, but you at least provide them this opportunity. You at least have broken the cycle, broken the pattern that maybe had been difficult for you before, or which was just something they are accustomed to with their relationships in their life of, coming in when it is convenient for them, and having people, just really kind of gush when they come in and just try to overgive and please, just to kind of keep that attention, keep that focus. And then, at a certain point in time, then the person they disconnect, they distance themselves. And so this feels like almost stopping this person in their tracks when they come in, and the experience, the encounter that they have with you, it's very different. With this Magician card, this feels again like something that this opportunity to see this person again and to really have the ability to break the cycle, which you have broken internally, but in some way this physical encounter with this person, it almost provides you with the assurance in yourself that you have actually done this work of healing, that you have actually transcended a behavior pattern within yourself as it relates to this person or in general. You manifest this opportunity to see this person, to really utilize all the tools that you have acquired, these tools of self-knowledge, these tools of boundaries, of communication, communicating your needs and really sticking with that, not compromising in the interest of somebody else's pleasure at the expense of yours. So it feels like something where you will leave largely satisfied from this encounter. You will feel very proud of yourself for having been compassionate with yourself, having really honored your own heart and the sanctity of that and the peace which you have worked very hard to cultivate within yourself, not allowing this person the opportunity to kind of come in and disrupt that. It is also going to be something which, this person will kind of be they will be baffled. It will be so different than what they were used to experiencing with you in the past, and perhaps boundaries that nobody else in their life has set for them. And so this is really an opportunity for this person, because they will think about this encounter in the days, weeks, and months that follow. And, they're going to go through a myriad of emotions, frustration, projection, denial. And at a certain point, there's that opportunity to reach that layer within themselves of really looking within and seeing, maybe it's not everybody else. Maybe it's something about them that is, stemming from a very kind of wounded and distorted place. Maybe there's something within themselves that needs to be corrected in order to experience different results, or even as it pertains to this connection in the future, to really be able to interact with you on a different level than they have in the past. You set a standard, and then they've got this opportunity to kind of do the work necessary to kind of rise to that occasion, to kind of, traverse then the silence or the separation that you are implementing between the both of you, not as a form of punishment for this person, but merely as a form of self-protection for you. And it's something where, they need to do some work within themselves, and that will, at least the potential for that to become apparent to them in the future is there. But it's something where I think you're gonna leave feeling very good. I mean, there could be a degree of sadness, of disappointment, of loss, obviously, because it feels like, this is somebody that, you have a soul connection with, you have a soul bond with. It may be, you've done a lot of work on yourself, but still the memory and almost the energetic imprint is still there within you, where a part of you is very tempted to just kind of resume the whole cycle with them, to kind of step back on that merry-go-round. But something with the work that you've now done on yourself, this layer of ascension that you have uncovered and that you've kind of risen to with this lotus flower here, you've kind of almost elevated beyond kind of this low density vibration you may have been operating in, of not really valuing yourself, compromising yourself and your values, kind of watering yourself down in order to please others, or this person specifically, putting their needs ahead of yours. The work that you've done on yourself to really reach that place, it's this kind of like this urge to sort of step back into this cycle. You're almost going to become it's going to pass as quickly as it comes, and you're going to be, reminded of the work you've done on yourself, the way in which you have really helped to shift other relationships, other circumstances in your life. And it's going to be, kind of a reminder, almost like, this sort of, I'm almost feeling like an internal kind of like a nudge, or like a little alarm bell, some kind of like a hint from the universe, some kind of thought that pops into your mind is like, okay, here's another opportunity for that, to utilize those tools and exercise that new way of being. Here's an opportunity to forge a new path for yourself, in terms of this connection with this person and love in general. And it's something which, when you act upon that, you really are opening up for yourself a new potential within this relationship, but then you're also setting out in a new horizon for experiences in love in general. A very successful breaking of a cycle that you may have been kind of embroiled in with this person for quite some time. So I'm going to get some messages now from their higher self for you, group 2. What does this person want to say? All right, and they say, I'm severing ties with the karmic partner. So this can tie in with almost with that energy of kind of round and round. Maybe this was like a third party situation. You were being juggled between, this person was juggling you and somebody else, kind of this in and out energy. This could be something that, they come back in and say. This could have been something they have said to you many times before, that they're leaving this other person. It's the same story that you've heard. And there's this temptation to kind of believe them, to kind of go along with that and kind of accept them back into your life. But then this work that you've done on yourself, it really sets home the fact that they have to show better than that. They have to have already left this person. They have to already, have gotten this divorce. They have to have already moved on in their life, that you're no longer willing to accept, in the process of doing these things. And karmic partner, this can also refer to like a lifestyle choice, even some kind of a mindset, a belief system. All kinds of things can be karmic relationships. So just something that has previously kind of held a lot of sway over this person. Maybe it's even kind of a narcissistic tendency to not really, to put their own needs first. Not really be cognizant or appreciative of the feelings and needs of others. And this could be something which, they may come in and say, oh, I've changed, I realize it, but there's not a lot vibrationally to suggest that. There's not a lot of evidence in terms of their actions to suggest that. And so that is kind of that crossroads for you then, which, you can choose to kind of enter back into a relationship with someone who claims to be in the process of work but has no tangible results to show, or you have this opportunity to kind of say, come back when you have something better to show me, or no thanks, I want better for myself, or just whatever it is that you kind of tell this person that is going to, again, kind of prompt them to go within. It's going to lead to, them having to address some kind of a wound or a disappointment that is activated or triggered by not getting the same result from you that they may have in the past, or that they are expecting when they come back in this time. All right, and they say, I have a gift for you. So this person could come in with flowers, with some kind of a gift, maybe even the gift of saying, I've left the karmic partner once and for all. I've changed, I've learned, this and that is different. And it could be something, this almost feels like the energy of all that glitters is not gold, that it's a nice sentiment. But at the same time, you are establishing needing a little more kind of something of a little more substance from them. This can also really tie into, this ultimatum that you give this person, or these boundaries or these barriers that you display to them. That is a gift for them as well. You are gifting them the opportunity to go within and heal, and to become better, to release behavior patterns and ways of thinking and being that are not serving their highest good. It's not serving the vibration of love. It is instead serving kind of a lower density fear-based vibration. And so this whole encounter with this person is, again, this opportunity for them to do some healing work and some self-discovery work. And they also say, I have inner childhood wounds. So this can really be an explanation of maybe why they've been in this kind of habit or pattern of kind of emotional avoidance, sort of coming in only to, kind of pull back and distance themselves. This doesn't have to be a situation as extreme as, dealing with a narcissistic partner. This can just simply be somebody, or even, where there's a third party involved. This can be somebody, this back and forth where, they come in and things are really good, but then it gets to the point of becoming a little too intimate for them. A little too much vulnerability is being expressed, or their feeling is then required of them. And because of these childhood wounds, at that point, they could almost reflexively kind of like pull away. Somebody who could be very afraid of intimacy in general. Somebody who is carrying around wounds from even young love, or love earlier in their life where things didn't work out. And so they have this hesitation as far as opening up to love again. And so that can even relate back to, in terms of a karmic relationship, this relationship to this pain, this bond that they have to this pain or disappointment from earlier on in their life, that has really kind of kept the both of you trapped in this cycle of being on the precipice of becoming something great together. And then this person, they come in, they start to do the work only to pull away. And so again, with that energy of a gift, you through your reaction to this person, you're providing them that opportunity to really take some accountability, some ownership, and to do that healing work within themselves, to begin that journey, so that they have the ability to hopefully experience different results with you in the future, or at the very least to kind of clear up some of this debris within the heart space and within the psyche, so that when they move forward in their life in general and other opportunities of love present themselves, that they're not going to be repeating this same pattern endlessly with every time love is kind of presented to them. And they also say, just wait on me. Please don't give up on me. So this person is hoping that you will have some patience. You will be open to them. After whatever this next kind of encounter or experience is with them, where you may put up some walls, some obstacles that they need to, kind of move around, or some things within themselves that need to change and shift before you're willing to entertain the possibility of them back in your life. This feels like somebody that, for a lot of you, this person will, this will be very significant. This will be very jarring for this person, to where, that it's a different result than what they were expecting or experiencing. It is going to create some change. It is going to create an opportunity for self-reflection, kind of this journey into kind of uncovering why this was different, what to do about this, what does this mean, and kind of following that rabbit hole down further and further into the core of themselves to come into confrontation with these kind of wounds within themselves that may have been manifested as behavior that kind of led to this cycle of unfulfillment for both of you. And so from their higher self, they're really hoping that in time, you will allow them that opportunity to do that healing work, and at a future point in time, if they have done this work and are ready to come to you correctly, come to you as a more authentic version, come to you with more of an ability to manage their emotions and to be comfortable with vulnerability. They're hoping that the work that you are kind of inspiring them or kind of propelling them into doing, based on your maybe hesitation to just step back into the same old cycle with them, they're hoping your heart will be open. You will still keep a soft spot within you, a tender spot within you for them, with the hope and possibility that they can really learn from this experience and seek to do better and become better in the future. So I'm going to close this reading out for you, group 2, with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it can spell something out. Okay, so we have T, B, P, A, Z, J, I, N, G, C, L, and U. So those are your messages, group 2. I hope they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the video. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 3. You chose the Amethyst. So let's take a look at these cards and see what will happen the next time you see them. We've got enchantment, breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand, lotus flower, unfoldment, power of attraction, Queen of Pentacles, death, Eight of Swords, and Nine of Cups. So just very immediately in terms of signs with the Pentacles, we have Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Death is Scorpio. Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And the Cups are water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So drawn to these two figures here on this power of attraction, and this is really feeling like a soulmate connection, some kind of even a twin flame connection where you both have really done some work within yourself. You've stepped into better versions of yourself, maybe in a period of silence or separation. With the Death card, this is really indicating a total severing of the relationship in the past. You know, maybe also with this Eight of Swords, there's been this sense in the past of kind of being trapped in a cycle with somebody, or, you know, maybe at a point of when the relationship ended, there was no way to reach out and to connect with one another, that you just weren't seeing eye to eye. There was nothing further that could be accomplished in the relationship. And so with the breaking trail card, you felt the need to just kind of move in another direction to focus on yourself. And that both of you have really, in the time since you were last dealing with each other with this Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, you really have sought to kind of enrich and focus on a self-love journey, focusing on your abundance, on your stability, on being comfortable in your skin, really recognizing your value and your worth. Seeking to identify and cultivate gifts and strengths within yourself, to kind of build a life that is very fitting to your authenticity, something that really it makes you feel proud of yourself. You've worked on and have successfully accomplished a lot in your life. But again, you may have really lost contact with this person. You've been kind of in a place of not really knowing what has happened with this person. And when you cross paths with this person again, this feels like somebody almost that could potentially reach out to you, almost, you know, kind of what you're considering like a dead and gone connection. It's almost like a ghost from the past. It feels like that. So somebody that you know, almost also with this lotus flower here, and it's, you know, they're coming kind of out of the mud, out of the muck, and then all of a sudden, you know, this beautiful flower emerges out of a very kind of murky and dense environment. So it could be quite unexpected that this person presents himself to you, that they reach out to you, someone you haven't heard from in a long time. And when they reach out to you, it would be pretty obvious the change that has occurred within them. The way in which they do it, it might be very sweet, not something which, you know, is heavy in terms of the manipulation factor, or anything which is setting off any kind of red flags within you, but something which makes you feel very much at peace, something which it seems like a very solid and stable and reliable kind of gesture that they make to you. This could be something where, you know, they reach out just in a casual sense, just to kind of see how you're doing, how things are going. Maybe this person has heard something about you or seen something about you in terms of some success that you've had in your own life. And so this can be somebody that is reaching out to really congratulate you. Somebody who also with this enchantment card here, they can let you know and have kind of reaching out is sparked by being really mesmerized and really proud of you and really amazed at some transformation that has happened in your your own life, the way in which you may have really overcome some difficult circumstances in your life personally, or, you know, even just the way that you left things with this person and kind of some despair that you might have been in before. That you really have freed yourself from that. You've really picked yourself up and kind of risen out of the ashes. You may have needed to go through some kind of a dark night of the soul with this breaking trail here, and a lot of things having crumbled out of your life, and you've really forged your own path in life. You've really utilized these circumstances that you have been given, or that you had at hand, and you've used that to create something very beautiful and wonderful for yourself in terms of an internal transformation, maybe even working on balancing kind of these masculine and feminine polarities within yourself, this ascension journey, really stepping into the best version of self. And this person has recognized that. They may have even felt this energetically, and it has kind of sparked this curiosity, this kind of urge to sort of seek you out, to research you, to find out what's been going on. And so when you encounter this person, when they reach out with this enchantment card here, it might almost feel kind of magical, like mysterious, like how did they find you? You could have moved, you could have no social media or very limited social media presence. You could have a new phone number. You could have been very difficult for this person to contact and to locate. And yet somehow they have found a way, they have made a way forward to kind of reintroduce themselves into your life. I'm also feeling with this power of attraction, that's tying into law of attraction and manifestation. And so this, in conjunction with this enchantment card, it feels very divinely orchestrated. This person may be getting, signs and kind of these inclinations that now is the time to reach out. And they have definitely followed that guidance. When you hear from this person, it could feel almost like magic, or like a wonderful surprise to hear from them. Just very sweet in terms of what they have to say to you. It could even be something where, they just send you a message of congratulations, letting you know that they're aware of these accomplishments. They're so proud of who you've become. They're so happy to see that things are going well for you, or that they're hearing things are going well for you. You seem to be in a really good place in your life, and they're very happy because they've only ever wished you the best. And this can definitely be something which then opens the door to kind of reestablishing communication with this person. This can also be something where the work that you've done on yourself, and you've really set this intention to, manifest another chance with this person. And instead of kind of lingering in that energy of waiting, you put that intention out there. And then you've just focused on other things in your life, which kind of mimic and mirror that sense of fulfillment and joy, that another opportunity with this person, or success in love in general, what that would kind of mean, what that would kind of feel like. And so this can all be the result of that. The universe kind of providing this opportunity with this person, who I feel again has also kind of done a lot of work on themselves. They are very changed from the last time that you were dealing with them, or that you saw them. And so this really is the energy of two people who have been on perhaps a deep spiritual journey, kind of uncovering some layers of authenticity within themselves, kind of ridding themselves of lifestyle situations, belief systems that no longer resonated with them, or kept them kind of feeling trapped in a very small existence. And that this is two people who independently have focused on cultivating self-love, cultivating self-worth, building that sense of abundance so that it exudes from the inside out. Two people who have really kind of risen to the next level in their life, who have stepped fully into their life's purpose, or at least are endeavoring to do that, are making, steady efforts to kind of identify and carve that trail, to take action, to take steps, to put in work toward aligning with their life's path, to create alignment in terms of the life that they're living, what they're surrounding themselves with, who they're surrounding themselves with, to really kind of match up with what they hope to experience and achieve in their life in general. So this feels like very beautiful energy of the next time you see this person. A lot of compliments, a lot of congratulations, and a lot of recognition, I feel, on both of your parts of the work that has been done internally in each of your lives. And this is something where this can really then set the stage for, a very beautiful future together. At the very least, two people who are kind of entwined at the soul level, this sort of soul tribe, this soul family, family, two people coming together. And maybe if romance is just something that, you both determine it's not going to work for you, this can be the beginning of a very, enriching and beautiful kind of companionship or friendship with each other. This can be somebody maybe that you might collaborate with in the future in a professional sense. Somebody who definitely, this feels like a cheerleader, somebody who's really genuinely happy for your success, somebody that, wants to make sure that that you are recognized and that you're doing a great job. And so again, it feels like very beautiful energy of a reintroduction. And both of you very different from the people that you were the last time that you were dealing with this person or saw this person. So this could be somebody you haven't seen in a while. Again, kind of this energy of ghost of the past, where there doesn't necessarily need to be kind of sour feelings, but it was just somebody, from your past that you just chalk that up to a different life, somebody that you didn't think your paths would cross again. The last time you saw them, the interests or whatever it is that kind of bound you both together or that you had in common. Your life could be so different. You could be largely unaware of what has gone on in this person's life, and maybe we're just operating under the assumption that you had just kind of left them in the past with a past way of being. You didn't anticipate or expect that you would encounter them again, perhaps in this lifetime, but just very kind of feeling very neutral about that. You've just kind of carried on in your world, in your life, and so to have the reemergence of this person at this time, feels very divinely orchestrated, and something to where at this point in both of your lives, there's something to be gained from this, some kind of enrichment, even if it's a sense of, somebody just giving you that little extra pat on the back, that recognition. Because it's, that's a very important part of kind of the journey of authenticity and self-love and healing. A lot of that is internal work, but it definitely helps to have people outside of ourselves to recognize that and to applaud that. It can help as confirmation for yourself that what you've been doing, the path that you have set out on, the work you have done is recognized and appreciated by others. That it's something where you're not just keeping that all for yourself, but this vibration is able to then be expressed so that you are making the world a better place simply by the work you are doing on you and the way that you are moving through your environment. So I'm going to get a few messages from this person's higher self for you, group 3. What do they want to say? All right, and they say, I'm planning to surprise you. So that can tie in with that energy of the lotus flower, of just kind of popping up out of nowhere, coming in very unexpectedly, an unexpected message from this person, or in some way, maybe they're seeking you out, they're reaching out to you, kind of an unanticipated meeting or conversation with them. And they also say this whole twin flame stuff sometimes scares me. So that can be a confirmation if you resonate as a twin flame. And that was coming up here with these two people in this kind of soulmate energy, this twin flame energy. And that can really be a confirmation as well about, kind of just the ebb and flow of the connection, where, you might have had difficult points and periods, and you may have gone through the gamut of feelings of maybe like resentment and kind of hurt and loss. But it feels like you've gotten into a place of really just being very accepting of the situation between the both of you. You've moved forward in your own life, not holding out in this energy of just like with the 8 of Swords, this kind of like endless waiting, bound to the energy of waiting, kind of stuck in place. You've created momentum and movement in your life. You've focused on yourself, focused on cultivating your own abundance. And it is this vibration that is able to then magnetize in an opportunity with this person and to really meet at a higher level of resonance so that, you have a better opportunity to maybe make something work romantically where it didn't before. If you both were really triggering each other, a lot of unhealed wounds within yourself. This feels like two people who have both done a lot of work on themselves. And so this person could really be talking about, they're still maybe in the past, just this concept of soulmate or twin flame, if that is something that you express to them, or even just the feeling energetically between the both of you. It could have been something which was very alluring and at the same time triggered a lot and kind of caused them to kind of recoil. But that was necessary for both of you to kind of go off in your separate directions to work on yourself, balancing those energies within yourself, so that a time for reunion could happen where, again, you can either, just move into a state of becoming very good friends with each other, or, just having the opportunity to really support and have each other's back, even if you're not really in each other's lives so much on a practical and tangible level constantly. And then this also opens up the opportunity to really have a fair chance at building something very solid and stable because of the work you've done on yourselves. You're better able to kind of meet and respond to each other's needs and kind of the fluctuating needs of the connection moving forward. Okay, and they say, I've thought about having a family with you. So this can talk about this desire to come back in a romantic sense and a romantic connection, where this person may have been previously operating from kind of an energy of fear, being very triggered, having a lot of unhealed wounds, perhaps inner child wounds that were kind of set in motion or brought to their recognition based on the dynamic between the both of you or some of the circumstances. This feels like somebody who has done some work on that, breaking some patterns or some mindsets even within themselves. They've freed themselves from kind of a limiting belief system, even about what love looks like. Maybe you two are very different from the outside, and so that could have been something which they were so drawn to you and at the same time didn't really know how that would work, and so it could have been a relationship they just chose not to pursue rather than any kind of really terrible ending between the both of you, just something where, they kind of held back and didn't really invest, kind of like the energy of a false start in the past with this person. But in the time apart where they have really worked on themselves, they've kind of stepped more into their truth, into their authenticity. They've kind of loved themselves in all of the fractured places within that really needed it the most, instead of kind of pushing those wounds away or denying these things, to really admit them and accept them and kind of incorporate them into the intricate fabric of who they are, accepting these things as a part of themselves but not the defining factor. That this is something which this resolution and kind of this balance that they have sought and achieved within themselves, and that I feel you have also in your own right been doing on your life. That this person feels better equipped to kind of meet you at a level which is more reciprocal. If there was hesitation before, this feels like someone who comes in with kind of this desire to, if you're open to it, to exploring the potential of what you two could build together. And even in terms of family, that can be a literal family with children. It can be a family of pets, a family of friends who feel like family. This is also really giving me the sense of like building a business together, collaborating, just creating something together. That this person really has this urge and this desire to co-create with you energetically, even if it's just really in the sense of as friends, to give each other feedback, to give each other encouragement and support as you both are working independently toward the creation and nurturing of your own dreams in your lives. And they also say, I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. So great confirmation there of this person, kind of thinking about things, maybe trying to research things, or, having seen you, having heard about you. And so it's giving them reason to kind of think and plan and figure out how they want to come in, what they want to say. This feels like someone who doesn't want to set off any alarm bells, any red flags for you. So it definitely feels like they will come in very sweet, very gently, with just, general congratulations to you, a lot of honesty to you, something that's an offer with not a lot of strings attached to it, but just genuinely wanting to express to you how proud they are of you, how much they admire you, how much they recognize the transformation that has happened within you, and that they're so glad that things are going well for you. So it feels very genuine, and it might just be in this process of trying to figure out exactly what to say, how to say that, if it's practical to even meet with you in person. Maybe you have a business, and this person will come into your business one day, come into your shop one day, and that can, you know, something even online, for example, just in some way kind of formulating that approach, creating that approach, wanting to make sure that you know, putting a lot of thought into that so that kind of the depth of emotion and sincerity is conveyed, and then it doesn't just come across as a ploy to try and get back in your life, or kind of like a quick in and out energy. This is somebody who really has grown to appreciate and respect this connection, and to value you in ways that may have been kind of triggering, or they hadn't really been willing or able to look at before. So when this person comes back around, it will be definitely quite different than the person you were dealing with previously, and it feels like the beginning of a beautiful new opportunity in a variety of ways for the both of you. So I'm going to close this reading for you, group 3, with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it can spell something out. All right, so we have S, J, L, A, V, D, B, X, N, and H. So those are your messages, group 3. I hope they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the video. If you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.